One of the great things about the Isakura service is it's showing a lot of channels, including Wow Wow, G+, TBS, Fuji TV, TBS2, Fuji Next, and recently G+, because they've not had a lot of live content, have been putting out a lot of classic fights, a lot of recent modern classics. And they've actually done a full series on Shinsuke Yamanaka's world title fights. And more recently, they've been doing Hozumi Hasegawa, showing all Hasegawa's world title fights. As we record this in July, they've shown every one of Hasegawa's fights up to, or every one of his world title fights up to Fernando Montiel. They'll be showing the rest over the coming days. So this is how long in advance these have been recorded, absolute months before these videos go live on the website, but they are going live on YouTube. And today we're looking at Hasegawa's 2009 bout against Vusi Malinga. This was the 8th defence for Hasegawa as the WBC Bantamweight champion. He'd held the title for almost 4 years, and despite boasting only 9 stoppages in 27 fights, he had been on a tear, going 8-0-4 in world title bouts. His challenger was Vusi Malinga, a 29-year-old South African. He was the mandatory challenger and had been so since his win over Virafol Sahaprom, the former champion, the man Hasegawa actually beat for the title, in Thailand. Malinga was 18-2-1 with 11 knockouts. He had actually gone unbeaten since his 3rd fight. He started his career 1-2 before turning things around, going 18 fights unbeaten with 17 wins and a solitary draw. He was very highly regarded. He'd beaten not only Sahaprom but also future world champion Alberto Rosell. He had been one of the stars of the South African scene, and although this was a big step up even from Sahaprom, who by that point had begun to show signs of his age, this was still a really highly anticipated fight. It was one where Hasegawa was expected to be extended. Even though he's looking fantastic, he's still expected to actually be tested. And Malinga, in what was the first of a number of world title fights for him, was certainly going in as a very live underdog. He's regarded as tough, he's regarded as a good fighter, and he was expected to step up to the occasion. The bout at the World Memorial Hall in Kobe began with a lot of anticipation, but as you can see, it was a bit of a technical chess match to begin with. Both guys looking to get the jabs going, but Hasegawa is so quick. One thing you don't really remember is just how aggressive and exciting Hasegawa was at times. You perhaps look at his record and go, oh, non-punching is a bit dull, but no, he was really, really exciting. Like to make fights, come forward, stand in front, stand in the pocket, force punch back. And you can tell, it's a good battle of jabs in the first 30 or so seconds. Malinga seems to be taking a little more than he's landing, but he looks big, strong, powerful guy. Hasegawa keeps getting that left hand around the guard. It's really impressive to see how often Hasegawa's landing with his straight left hand. But yeah, Malinga looks fine. He looks to be giving a good effort in what is about to start really quick. Don't often see as many opening rounds with this much leather thrown. Exciting opening. People want to talk about technical matchups. Hasegawa is very technical. He's very technically sound, but he made very exciting technical bouts. He wasn't going to be just negative technically. And that's a fantastic left hand that's just dropped Malinga. Absolute peach. Malinga has never had a questionable chin. He's just gone down from a single left hand. Yeah. Oh, almost immediately, but still, that's a really impressive shot from Hasegawa, who, if you've seen his previous couple of fights, he stopped his last 2 challenges. He'd stopped them both rather quickly, and he was putting on exciting fights. He was fun, really, really fun to watch during his reign. But it's clear that he has a lot of respect for Malinga, and he's rocked him again, letting his hands go. This is what made Hasegawa so much fun, was the way he just let his shots go. He got caught, but yeah, Malinga down a second time. There is a 3 knockdown rule in effect here, so Malinga will have to be careful. But what made Hasegawa so much fun during his reign was just how willing he was to let his hands go. Even in the pocket, he was just sharp, quick, exciting. Malinga back out. A poor tactic really from Malinga to try and take the fight back to Hasegawa. He's been rocked again. Every time that left hand connects, it seems like Malinga's legs are just wobbling. Time to hold on, perhaps, from Malinga? Nope. He's just going to continue to try and trade fire with fire, hoping to land the lucky punch. Finally holds on. That would have been a better move about 20 seconds ago. At least he's finally held on. he dropped the third time. That's the immediate stoppage for the 3 knockdown rule. You gotta wonder what Malinga's tactics were. He just seemed to get hurt and just try to go to war with a faster, more accurate, more highly skilled fighter. Very, very odd tactics. Very, very, very good win for Hasegawa. Potentially one of his best. I think that to me is probably his most impressive single victory. He did score other great victories over the likes of Sarprom twice. Simpwe Vetyeka was another fantastic win for Hasegawa. He also went on to beat the likes of Juan Carlos Burgos, Hugo Ruiz. But yeah, I don't think there's a more impressive win than stopping Malinga in a side round. His other wins as a champion prior to this included victories over Simon Malidrotu, Vetyeka as mentioned, Sarprom in their rematch, Gerardo Martinez. This was the win that probably aged the best between this and Vetyeka. Vetyeka went on to become a featherweight champion, scored wins over Daud Yardan and Chris John, and was a really, really well-regarded fighter in the years that followed this. Malinga, on the other hand, became a bit of a journeyman contender, fringe contender, perennial contender, I guess. He did famously fight Leo Santa Cruz in what must have been one of the most dull and unexciting fights I think anyone's ever seen. That was just over 3 years after this loss. He then travelled to England and fought Stuart Hall for the IBF bantamweight title. Lost to Hall, lost to Gavin McDonald in 2014. It's a strange one. He proved his toughness. He was never seen as chinny. Went 12 rounds easily with Leo Santa Cruz. Lost every round, but still went them. He did get knocked down by Stuart Hall, but didn't come close to being stopped. And yet Hasegawa just blitzed him with 3 knockdowns inside a round. Brilliant win. Genuinely fantastic win for Hasegawa. It's a shame that Hasegawa's reign didn't continue much after this. He lost the title soon afterwards to Fernando Montiel, and then moved up in weight, skipping super bantamweight to become a champion at featherweight, then dropped down in weight and in his second attempt became a super bantamweight champion, beating Hugo Ruiz for that title. But yeah, it's strange. Hasegawa's had such a weird career. He looked fantastic at times, like here. He looked fantastic against Montiel before getting clipped in the 4th round. He looked fantastic against Gonzalez before getting clipped. His exciting style certainly came at a hindrance to his long-term potential. We're seeing the replay now, and the left hand that actually dropped Malinga for the 3rd knockdown seemed like it barely landed. Malinga was that gone that, you're looking at the replay, and it barely really lands clean. And sometimes you don't need to land clean if your guy's hurt, I guess. But yeah, Hasegawa goes down as one of the greatest Japanese world champions ever. He was a fantastic guy, a fantastic ambassador for the sport. The Nihon no Asu, the ace of Japan. It's fantastic to see that Hasegawa is getting the respect from G+ to show all his fights at the moment. And we hope that people do actually go back and look at some Hasegawa fights like this one, because he's so much fun. I honestly don't think there's many fighters just as fun as Hasegawa to watch. He bizarrely came up to a song by Enya to begin his career, until quite late on, at which point his friend Shunsuke Kyokiba recorded a special song for him called Fighting Man, or Fighting Man. That's well worth a listen as well. But I'll stop rambling. Just thank you for tuning in again, and we will see you in a week's time, probably with another Hozumi Hasegawa fight. The one I'm looking at doing is Nesta Rocker, which is another quick, easy win for Hasegawa before he lost the title to Montiel the fight after that, I believe. But yeah, really fun guy. If you do have any recommendations, any suggestions, please shoot them forward and we'll try and get those covered. But for now, this is the latest in the English language fight with Asian commentary series, which we despite having like 20 of these, he's a catchy name. Any suggestions? Alright, thank you, and we'll see you again in a week's time.